Hi everybody, it's Michelle from the Bead Gallery, and today on our YouTube Live I am going to show you how to put together this globe trekker bracelet. So we have this kit available on our website. We have a few left that you can go get if you want. It includes 1mm kangaroo leather, a button, some large hole brass beads, and some yellow and green Jasper barrels. These are really cool because they have like really big holes. So all of these beads will go very easily on my 1mm leather. So this is a kit that we have available on our website. If you like it, I do hope you'll pick it up today. And it's a really simple stringing technique to do. We're working with leather as the stringing material and a button. So the first thing you do to make this bracelet is we're going to tie the button onto the leather. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a little bit extra so I can do an overhand knot pretty easily. So an overhand knot is treating the two threads like they are a single thread and doing a knot with itself, just like this. And then you can pull all the slack out of your knot. There we go. Okay, so my knot is really right up against my button. You know, just make sure that it's nice and tight on there. Okay, it won't come off. And then we start stringing our bracelet. If you want, you can trim this tail down just a little bit before moving on. I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'll finish everything off after the bracelet is done. So all you have to do is string the beads on. So I'm going to do an alternating pattern of the brass beads and the Jasper. It's a really fast and easy project.
What kind of leather are you using?
This is, again, 1mm kangaroo leather. We like it because it's super strong. So it's one of the premium leathers that we do carry on our website.
Is that a beginner's project?
This is very much so a beginner's project. So all you have to do is tie a couple knots. It's so easy and fast. Okay, and the nice thing is the leather is really easy to string. You just poke it right through the beads. This. So again, I'm just alternating brass beads with the Jasper. And you're just going to string it until it's about the length you want, maybe a ½ inch or so less, because the button loop that we're going to be making is going to add some length to your bracelet. Okay. I'm going to say hi to everybody out there joining us for this very impromptu YouTube Live instructional.
Can you let them know that we picked this because that's my favorite bracelet?
Is it now? Okay, so we picked this project because this is one of Jamie's favorite bracelets to wear. It's super, super casual, and you can wear it as an everyday bracelet. It's very like earthy looking, which is cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep stringing. Maybe I should make this a little shorter. Nah, that's all right.
Jackie's watching in Mexico, and she wrote other options for leather. So I'm not sure if she means like, oh, we're showing other options, but yeah. If you wouldn't mind just explaining that we rarely string on leather because of the breakage, but now we do.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of the times your holes on your beads are not going to be big enough to accommodate leather because, you know, leather of a useful variety is at least 1mm and usually more like 1.5 to 2 millimeters thick. So that means the holes on your beads have to be really huge. But we do carry this kangaroo leather, which happens to be quite a bit stronger than the traditional cow leather that you see in a lot of other places. Okay, I don't know if I want to tie this knot. Okay, so I'm going to see how long my bracelet is.
Debbie Lindsay says she's going to bust out her
yeah, you can do it too. Okay, so I strung about 6 3/4 inches of beads. Okay, Jamie, is this your sample?
Actually, I
You have one at home? Okay. All right, I'm gonna make a larger size then. Okay, so the last thing we have to do to finish off this bracelet is to make a loop on this end, and that will, 1, keep the beads from falling off, and 2, act as a button loop so you can clasp your bracelet closed. Okay, so to make your button loop, you're just going to bend it over. You want to make sure that this length here is a bit bigger than the button, because the knot is going to shrink that loop by quite a bit. So we'll just do this very slowly.
I have a beginner's question.
Yes.
How come you don't put a knot after the last bead?
You can put a knot after the last bead. It's just that there will be a lot of knots at the end.
So if my bracelet's too short, I should put a knot.
Yes, you can.
Okay, to make it a little longer.
Yes. But there's a lot of beads included in the kit.
Okay.
So there's extra. I didn't use all of the beads included in the kit.
Gotcha.
So we're going to do an overhand knot on this side again. And I want I want the knot to sit really close to the beads. Okay.
That is so cute.
And then you just pull the slack out like this to make your knot nice and tight. And you just want to check that the button can actually fit through the loop. You don't want to make that loop so small that you can't fit it on there. Okay. And so when you finish, your bracelet is going to be just a little under 8 inches. So obviously you're going to use less beads if your wrist is smaller than that. But this has a really nice weight to it though. Okay, so I'm going to hook that on and make sure it fits. There we go. And there we go. We have the Globe Trucker bracelet. Again, that took me, what, 10 minutes less? Okay. And all you have to do now is just trim your tails off, and then you're done. Okay. I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail here. I'm just going to cut off the excessive amount of leftovers.
I have another beginner question. Can I use glue on my knots?
Yes, you can use glue on your knots. I probably would not use crazy glue, or, you know, that kind of cyanoacrylate type of glue. Don't use that, because that will make your leather or just your thread in general very brittle. Yeah, and quite messy actually, because it's, you know, it's a crazy glue. You can put, probably I would say something safe is like a craft glue, like a white glue. Or hypotube cement, but you'd use a lot because that knot is really big, and the hypotube is a very small amount dispensed at one time because it has a needle applicator. So even though we like to use hypotube on a lot of our thread work projects, it's not really applicable to this one. So this is what the Globe Trucker bracelet ends up looking like. There we go. I hope you thought that was a very fun and easy project. I do hope you'll try it at home. Even if you don't buy the kit online, which we do have available, you can try it with some of your own beads at home. I like the thickness of the leather to do this style. I don't think I would use a thinner cord to do this, because this loop can get twisted up really easily if you just use like a nylon string or something. If you wanted to do that style, you could probably string seed beads on a skinnier piece of string and make a loop that way. That will have a little bit more body than just string. Okay.
And then one last question. Would you mind telling them what to do if their bead hole is too small and they really want to do this?
If you have beads at home that you really want to try this with, but the bead holes are really small, we do sell a bit that can go onto your Dremel or any kind of small motorized tool. We actually sell a small motorized tool as well on our website that you can use to remount the holes. So it's diamond coated reaming tips that you can use, and you can actually do it manually too, but that takes forever. We do have videos on our YouTube channel showing you the different machines or tools that we use to make bead holes larger. It is super easy to do. It's basically like sanding out your bead holes and making them larger. Yeah, a simple Dremel or a motorized tool like that is sufficient, and you just need the little tapered bits to make the holes bigger. It's very easy and fun. So I think that will end my presentation for today. Thanks for joining me and my impromptu YouTube live. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you check out our website. We got lots of fun kits online. We do have lots of instructional videos right here on this channel, so I hope you'll check them out. And until next time, which I think will be tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing up a woven bracelet that we started last week. So if you want to check that out, come join me at what, noon? At noon.
We'll see you again
tomorrow, and we'll see you again. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.